Alright, so I'm gonna be detailing Chopper Attack Helicopters. This is a game that it's a free-to-play license, and it was removed actually quite a while ago now, but I obtained it a little bit while ago too, but I just never completed it, so luckily I had access to the license, because it's not family shareable free-to-play licenses once they're removed. There's no way to play them unless you find some way to get a key or get a Curator Connect copy. I've done that in the past with devs. Um, or just had it ahead of time. So, whenever I see there's like games with achievements that are free that, are doable and, not some random online thing that I don't really care about, it's worth downloading the license. Usually all the ones that are worth downloading or worth making sure you have are in the free Easy Perfects thread that Lilat made on 100 Pag Steam forums. So, there's a few others though here and there that it's like that aren't on that list. There's ones that aren't on the list anymore because they got removed a while ago before the list even existed. So I have missed a couple here and there, but I'd recommend just subscribing to the community thread where people discuss new free-to-play titles. Anyways, Chopper Attack Helicopters. I've done the first 3 helicopters, so basically in this game there's 4 levels, and you have to complete all 4 of them with each helicopter, so there's not really much of a difference in handling at all, and that I could really notice anyways, as a casual, I guess, whatever. I'm not a helicopter enthusiast. I could not notice a difference in control amongst these 4 helicopters. I'm going to be honest, I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out how to even play the game for a long time. I just didn't bother even trying because I just couldn't figure it out. So basically, I'm going to go over the controls because that was something I struggled with personally. I'm going to go through all 4 levels and just show just basically how to go about doing them. Keep in mind, there's these little tank dude things, these little truck things on the ground. And they go around and like every now and then they'll shoot a missile at you. Those will one-shot kill you, so you just don't want to get shot at all. And I'll basically show how to avoid being shot. So you use the WASD keys and the arrow keys. So I'm gonna use the W key to rise, and then I can, and then I use the up key on my arrow keys to tilt downwards. And at the same time, I'm constantly pressing the left and right keys plus the A and D keys at the same time just to swerve back and forth really quickly. That way, if a missile's headed my way, it won't hit me because I'm a moving target. So, occasionally you will get hit, and it really sucks when that happens, especially in the last level, because the last level's like 3 minutes long, well, it's more like 4 minutes if it's really your first playthrough of it, but it takes me like 3 minutes now on my last try. So just kind of ram into those. Every time you hit one of those helipads, you will get your health restored completely. So let's say, you have a missile coming your way and you're right about to hit the helipad. If that missile hits you and literally kills you, you will come right back to life just from touching the helipad. Like, your exploded helicopter will just revive itself. That's definitely not supposed to happen, but it's just how it's programmed. You can even be programmed right before the end one, the last one, and you can be killed right as you're hitting it, and you'll still make it even though you're literally dead, because it'll just save you. So you want to always just kind of go down, press the S key when you want to go downward, in combination still with up. You really never need to press the down key, the down arrow key. Just the up to go forward, but don't hold it too long because then you'll start nosediving downwards. I just kind of press the left and right and A and D keys a bunch once again. I should have done that earlier, but I still made it. On this level, it's not too much of a threat. It's a short level, so if you died, it's not a big deal. Not to mention, you probably won't die because there's not that many missiles really shooting at you in the first place, to be quite honest. So, press the S key early on. Just kind of aim for the front of this instead of even on the helipad because it'll still count. To be quite honest, that's the best thing you can do. You don't want to miss it. Then you have to like go up and then kind of go in a circle around, and then you miss it again, and it kind of sucks to happen. So this next level, the second level, is also pretty easy though. There is this part at the end, this desert town thing where I think I've seen people struggle. I struggled there at first because I kept getting shot at, but once again, just kind of swivel back and forth, and then you're just going to be a moving target, and then nothing's really going to be able to hit you. So in this starting section, nothing is really in being able to shoot me. You can see there's these little car things. Those are what shoot missiles at you. So you don't want to get shot by those because those will one-shot kill you. That's a sucky feeling, and I think it's garbage game design, but you can just avoid them for the most part. Most of the time you won't get shot if you just, you know, try to make sure you don't. So now, you know, keep in mind I'm also going wherever that little arrow on the circle is pointing, because there's 4 helipads per level that I want to get to, and you have to get them in order or else you know, it doesn't count. So I have to get to my next goal now, so I'm just going where that's pointing me, and I can even see the helipad right now. You'll see though, the last level, the 4th level, it's completely dark. You literally can't even see the helipads you're going towards. There's like a little radio tower with a little red light that you can kind of see from a distance, but that's it. You can't really see the helipad itself because it's just dark fog everywhere. Even though you're going into it and like crashing and losing a little bit of health, doesn't matter because you'll just regen because you're literally still touching the helipad. So I think you can lose a little bit of health by crashing into stuff, but you won't die. That takes a very minor chunk off your health, a very small chunk. A trivial chunk, I'd say, honestly. Start aiming like for like the front of it, and then if you overshoot it, well, guess what? You'll just land on the helipad, and that's all good. So this desert town thing is where people have trouble. And remember just to press the up arrow key every now and then, just get a little bit, but then once you start going up again, press it again, but don't hold it for too long, because or else then you'll start nose diving once again. It's really important. You kind of get a feel for it. See, their missile was going right for me, but I swerved out of the way. If a missile came right now, I would be fine. I think one just hit me, but another one just hit me. You could see that, and it was all good. Because I'm on the helipad right now anyways. I'm touching it, so it's all good. Anyways, 3rd level. This is actually the easiest level in the game because it's really short. So if you die here, like it's literally not a big deal at all because it's like a minute long. This level, all the helipads are really close by to each other. The last one's a little more of a fly, but you know. You just can touch that, you don't have to land on that. You don't have to actually land, you just crash right into it. Right now I'm having a little bit of trouble, I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm not going up like I want to. Anyways, now we're good, I guess it's just kind of glitching out. Hit that, just kind of hit all 4. This would take like an hour to an hour and a half. It really just kind of depends on your luck, if you get shot or not. And I'm gonna be honest, the most dangerous part is when you're flying back up after crashing into that, because you won't be able to turn as quickly. So it's more of a threat. There's just a little helicopter flying around, another helicopter flying around on this map. I don't think it actually never mind, I guess it does. It's shooting missiles right now. It does shoot missiles at you, so watch out for that. To be honest though, you're really not gonna see the missiles coming ever. Like, you won't see the missiles coming. Keep that in mind. You just have to be a moving target constantly, or else you will just die, most likely. I've beaten my time. Each time I've gone quicker and quicker as I've gotten better at the game. This is the last level now. You can see what I mean by it's dark, but there's a little radio tower with like the red light shining. You can kind of see. Once again, there's not much of a difference between the 4 helicopters. They look different. I don't think they handle any differently. Not that I can notice anyways, because, you know, I don't know. You don't even bother with using your missiles to shoot any of the guys down, by the way. Any of the things they're trying to shoot at you. You don't need to worry about that. So, immediately after coming off a helipad, in this level, you really want to make sure you swerve a lot. Because there's a lot of missiles that are going to be coming at you. A lot more than any other level. Like, they're on you a lot more often. Right there, just miss me. You'll see when they miss you, and don't hit you. But right now, you know, now I'm not going to be really being shot at because I'm kind of in this middle ground, this kind of no man's land, basically, where there's not really much here. But now I'm approaching where there is some more. So, crossing that, you know, It's not as treacherous. It's just getting out of the initial area. That's what becomes the challenge. Swerve as much as you can when you're first coming off, because or else you will not make it. And remember, always tilt your helicopter down to like a 45-degree angle is kind of what you want to keep it at. Around here, it's a little dangerous still. It's actually really dangerous still right here. But we're just going to follow the arrow. It's a little bit of a fly, a little bit long, but not too long. It's like maybe like 45 seconds or so in total. Actually, I don't think it's even that long, to be quite honest. We're just going back and forth. Now there's going to be more stuff. They're going to be, you know, you can kind of see the little flashing light. That doesn't mean they're about to shoot necessarily, I guess. I'm not really quite sure, but alright. Now go back. Swerve. I almost got shot there. This is a really treacherous territory right here getting up. Whoa. It's scary, you know, a missile comes and you see it fly by, but it doesn't hit you. You don't see the missile until it's about to hit you or gets really close to hitting you, so it is quite scary. You don't have time to react, so you just have to always assume that you're going to get shot at any given time. So, we're still going back and forth. You know, we're flying a little low right now, but that's alright. Take really wide turns though, seriously. Like, wide turns mean like the most time of you going back and forth. Especially right here. Take a wide turn and if I get shot right now, it doesn't matter. Because there we go. Something was shooting at me right there, but I was touching this anyway, so it didn't matter. So your times will probably not be quite as fast as mine on our first try. You can see I took like 6 minutes on the first level trying to just figure out the controls, but I have a 90-minute completion time for the whole game. These are all my times. Take a screenshot real quick. But yeah, it's chopper attack helicopters. I had trouble with the controls, but I figured it out, and I hope that this clarified things. If it doesn't, leave a comment if you really need this, if there's anybody actually using this, because I know it's not an available license anymore. But if you do have the license and you really wanted to get this done because, you know, you feel, I don't know, at least to me, I felt an obligation to do this game. Just the fact that I had the opportunity that hunters who didn't claim the license before it got removed, I feel like I have that opportunity to complete it, that I felt obligated almost to do it. So yeah, that's chopper attack helicopters. Leave a comment if you need any more tips regarding this if I wasn't clear. I feel like I talked a lot and really quickly, so yeah, that's